In a cozy, bustling forest lived a group of mischievous owls. These weren't just any owls. They were known far and wide for their playful nature and clever antics. The leader of the group was Ollie, a bright-eyed, spotted owl with feathers as soft as a kitten's fur. Ollie had two best friends, Nettie, a snowy owl with a heart of gold, and Bert, a burrowing owl who was always full of energy. One warm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the owls gathered for a nightly meeting at the old oak, their favorite spot in the forest. Ollie had come up with a new idea for a game. "Let's play Catch the Glowbugs," he hooted excitedly. Glowbugs were tiny, glowing insects that flickered like stars in the dark. The game was simple: catch as many glowbugs as possible before they disappeared with the dawn. All the owls hooted in agreement, and the game began. They flitted and fluttered through the trees, their feathers rustling the leaves as they darted after the elusive glowbugs. Bert, with his quick reflexes, was catching glowbugs left and right, while Nettie used her keen eyesight to spot the trickiest ones hiding in the shadows. Ollie, though, had a different plan. He flew to the top of the highest tree and kept a lookout, advising his friends on where to find the best clusters of glowbugs. As the night wore on, the glowbugs grew scarce, and the owls' beaks were full of glowing treasures. Just then, a fawn with big, curious eyes wandered into the clearing. She watched the owls with fascination and shyly asked, "What are you doing?" The owls paused and fluttered down to meet the fawn. "We're playing Catch the Glowbugs," Nettie chirped. "Do you want to join us?" The fawn hesitated, but was encouraged by their welcoming hoots. With a smile, she began chasing glowbugs with the same enthusiasm. As she ran and jumped, the forest seemed even more magical. By the time the first light of dawn crept over the trees, the owls and the fawn had caught what seemed like a million glowbugs. Exhausted but happy, they gathered once more under the old oak. They shared stories of their night's adventures and laughed at each other's antics. "That was the best game ever," Bert exclaimed, his feathers ruffling with excitement. The fawn nodded in agreement, her eyes shining brightly. As they welcomed the morning, they knew they had forged a new friendship and filled the forest with a night to remember. And from that day forward, every evening when the sun began to set, the mischievous owls and the little fawn would meet at the old oak to play Catch the Glowbugs, making the forest a little brighter with their laughter and joy.